Welcome back to another episode of Excalibur CCG's Talking Comics. We're your host, I'm Randy.
I'm Mark.
And we're going to be talking to you about the new titles that will be on the shelves for November 25th, 2017, just in time for Turkey Day.
That's right.
If you're in the U.S., which I think we have people elsewhere. So that's a thing to note there.
Yes.
Remember, this show is...
No turkey for you.
No, well, you can have turkey. It just isn't going to have the same significance. No cranberry sauce.
Can't have any turkey in there.
Everything else. This show is designed to talk about the books that are going to be new for you Wednesday morning, and they're not going to be new the next Wednesday morning. They will be a week old. So keep that in mind. The regular things apply here. If you are wanting to visit our store, then take a look on our Facebook page or on our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, and you can find the directions or the phone number for both of our locations in Texarkana and in Shreveport. I said Texarkana again first. Yes, I did. I'm showing them love.
There you go.
No real big announcement here, but we will say thank you everybody who participated with our big mega sale,
which is going on as we speak.
But we can also do this for the moment. I'm going to reach over here and
Copyright issues.
do that. And
Just need a soundtrack.
no soundtrack. So, thank you again for that. And if you want to come see us on Black Friday, you're welcome to do that as well. I know it gets a little chaotic out there.
Yeah. Take a break, come in the comic shop and relax.
Yes, relax.
Have a Coke and a candy bar.
Come pick up your comics if you didn't get them on Wednesday. But we will be open Wednesday regular hours. No delays with the comic books here. We'll dive right into the number ones. We've got more here than we have in the last few weeks.
But yeah, we got a little bit going on.
You get to start us off.
I get to start off. Okay, well, from Archie Comics, Betty and Veronica Vixens, number one. I guess this, new ongoing series. This is from Jamie L. Rotante and Ava Cabrera.
I believe that this series, the other one, they just kind of made a 3-issue series, and for Adam Hughes and they're over and done with, and now they're diving into this.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. The toughest gang in Riverdale is the one you'd least expect, the Vixens, led by Riverdale High's own Betty and Veronica. So, I don't know who else is going to be in here, Sabrina or
Cherry Blossom,
or Josie and the Pussycats, who knows?
Maud, Maybelline, Maud, what's her name?
Mrs. Grundy?
No, the Moose's girl.
I don't know who that is.
I forget her name. But
Moose got a girl? Good for him.
Yeah, he's always had the one girl.
I haven't written Archie since probably like 70.
I think he had the girl back then.
I don't recall that.
Reggie's the one that never has a girl because he's wanting all of them.
Yeah, he does, and Archie wants all of them too, in his own little quiet way.
Own little quiet way.
Yeah.
That is the town that is either the most. That's right. The town that's either the most devout town ever, or the most riddled, or the most riddled with teenage STD. Because you have the Spire comics that were all the Christian comics, or you have the horniest teenagers in Riverdale and everywhere else, I guess.
Yep, Chlamydia High.
There is that too. From DC Comics, a lot of fans here have been waiting for this at our shop. Demon Hell is Earth, not on Earth, is Earth.
Is Earth.
Number one. This is a 6-issue miniseries. I don't know the the writer, Andrew Constant, but Brad Walker is, a perennial there at DC and continues to bring his awesome work to yet another title. We've got Jason Blood and Etrigan, who have always kind of been bound together, but at odds with each other. Only this time, there is a vision that leads Jason to Death Valley, in which there is a supernatural weapon that goes off that seems to weaken, maybe not so much so open, maybe it does open the gates of hell so that stuff starts to bleed over into this or their world, but it also is going to radically change the relationship between Blood and Etrigan. Does this mean they're going to split? Does this mean that they're going to shift places? Does this mean that they're going to work side by side? This, you've got to read it to figure that one out.
That sounds awesome.
It does.
I love
It's going to
the
look
demons.
pretty.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next is like the big one. The big one everybody's been waiting for.
Yes.
The Doomsday Cloak. I mean,
No.
the Doomsday Clock. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, from Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, DC Comics, obviously. This is going to be a 12-issue maxi series, and you are not prepared for what lies ahead in these pages. Good reader, that's all they give me. So,
You know some of what lies ahead.
it's going to be, Dr. Manhattan, Superman
Rorschach.
heavily involved, Rorschach heavily involved, the Watchmen heavily involved, and Superman, and probably, I'm sure, the Justice League, and probably everybody else, because Dr. Manhattan's pretty bad.
Right.
Bad mofo. So,
Right. So that is what they're not wanting to spill a lot of details on it yet,
nope, not yet.
but it's going to be awesome. And I believe the first issue is a lenticular. So
That would be about right.
they're
yes.
all about it. I don't believe the other issues do have that, but the first issue has something
Lenticular.
special. Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's big stuff, man.
Absolutely.
Big stuff.
Maybe not as big as Doomsday Clock. Titan's giving us Dr. Radar #1. Or is it Titian? Because, that was the old Italian artist. It was spelled the same way. Titian, Titan.
Titian.
I never thought about that before. Noel Simsolo and Bezian are going to be the creative team on here. This is about as true pulp noir as you can get. You've got a gentleman detective in the 1920s Paris that is involved in a deadly game with a criminal mastermind by the name of Dr. Radar. And all the while he is trying to also investigate, maybe also dealing with Radar, I don't know,
Maybe.
a series of horrific murders. So if you love the pulp, if you love the noir, this is giving you both there.
In an alternate cover by
Yeah, the Francavilla cover looks
Yeah.
awesome.
good stuff.
I think that's actually the main cover on it.
Is it?
Yeah, the Bezian is the secondary cover.
The weird one.
Bezian.
It looks like a twisted Dr. Seuss cover.
Yes, it was
For
a
Go
little,
Dog Go.
I don't remember. Yeah, I do remember that cover. Yeah, I do. He has a domino mask. No, he doesn't have the domino mask. This guy has the domino mask
Yeah.
on here. I'm thinking the Beagle Boys.
The Beagle Boys. I love the Beagle Boys.
So
They made them good. They made them good guys.
What?
Yeah, for the cartoons and all. My son was watching that, and they were like, right there with Mickey and Donald and them helping them out. And I'm like, that's.
Oh, and
No.
the new DuckTales they're still fighting with.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
This was on that whatever that one show is they have on
good.
Disney Channel.
Yeah,
or
well,
whatever.
they saved them. Brought them back to the
Good.
dark side.
They need to be villains.
Small Beagle.
Yep. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh, just
Sit back and relax.
enjoy
Get
this story.
an adult beverage or a Coke or whatever. Here we go.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla, a mint julep, whatever you
Oh,
fancy,
I have a nice-
whatever kind of potable you fancy. Imaginary Fiends, #1 of 6 from DC Comics, written by Tim Seeley, art by Stefan Molnar, and cover art is Richard Pace.
Mjolnir.
Stefan Mjolnir did the art. Here we go. Polly Peachpit. These were the words 10-year-old Brink Cowley said when she was found covered in her own blood by the woods in rural Cannon Falls, Minnesota. Her best friend Melba had just attempted to murder her because a spider girl named Polly Peachpit told her to. Since that day, Melba has spent 7 years in a mental health facility. Who wouldn't, after all that? Tomorrow is her 18th birthday. Tomorrow she'll be transferred into a federal prison. Tomorrow her real sentence will begin. And these will keep going. Sentences. That is, until she receives a visit from FBI agent Virgil Crockett. Crockett explains that there is another world beyond ours where hungry spectral aliens stalk the minds of the impressionable and weak. These things, called imps or interdimensional mental parasites, feed on compliance. They convince hosts to do things for them, and the more they feed, the stronger they become. More imps stream into the world each day, invisible to everyone but his or her hosts. After years of drugs and counseling, Polly and Melba have developed a unique relationship. And to Crockett, this relationship represents something her people can work with. In exchange for release from prison, Crockett asks Melba and Polly to serve as imp hunters. For Melba, it's a chance to prove that she's innocent, convinced to murder by a monster she must now unleash.
So, the lack of information for Doomsday Clock
Was well made up for by... What was that name? Imaginary Fiends. I couldn't even remember the name.
Imaginary Fiends.
It's been a long time. I couldn't remember the name.
They really expanded on that from when we did the video talking about that previously.
They expanded a lot.
A lot. They expanded a whole lot. Scout Comics. There's a name we don't give very often. It gives us Long Lost #1. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, that's what they're telling you. Hey, let's imagine this in a similar light. Matthew Ehrman and Lisa Sturl are going to be the creative team. This is a story about family relationships, childhood trauma, and Southern Gothic horror.
There's a lot of that Southern Gothic horror going on lately.
I guess, it's in our blood and we gotta get it out.
I guess.
I don't know. Two estranged sisters are drawn back to their small hometown. I don't know what exactly draws them back. Something supernatural, most likely. And they start looking into unlocking these disturbing mysteries that are hidden about town. And all the mysteries seem to be leading back to their enigmatic mother. So, if that's, I would say hop on that one early, because I'm not sure how much we're going to have in store or how quickly that one will go. If you've enjoyed the Stranger Things and think this, it has a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yep, it does.
And you feel this is interesting enough for you, get on it early there, please.
Absolutely.
Probably going to have a very small print run.
Most likely, and we're probably not going to get a ton.
Yeah.
All right, from Marvel Comics, finally. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, number 36, legacy numbering. This is written by Krista Faust and art by Paulo Sequeira and Mahmoud A. Asrar doing the cover art. And this is a one-shot. Nothing else after this unless it sells really well, and then maybe they'll continue. Silver and Bold. Part 1 of 1. See what they did there. Silver and Bold. Yeah. After faking her own death, Silver Sable is back in the mercenary game, and this time she really might not survive. She came back in Amazing Spider-Man a while back. Okay. In the wake of Norman Osborn's control of the Symkarian government, one of Sable's operations goes south, and she finds herself in a small group of hostages trapped in the clutches of a dangerous group of terrorists. With no equipment and no backup, Sable has to make sure that she and the innocents trapped with her find their way out alive. Piece of cake. Okay, so spy stuff and, trapped and trying to get out, terrorists.
Again, like Demon, we've had people asking for Silver Sable, so it's finally here.
Yep.
Darkhawk, not yet.
Not yet.
People are still waiting on that.
Soon.
Fans of Tomb Raider, Dark Horse Comics is giving you another miniseries. This one is called Survivor's Crusade. It is number 1 of 4. This is following the previous miniseries Rise of the Tomb Raider by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly as the writers, and the artist is Ashley A. Woods. It's not the Ashley Woods that does the weird stuff. Lara, I guess is how you say that, is hot on the trail of the truth about her father's mysterious death, and this time she's willing to risk it all to find out just how exactly he really died, what happened there. So I didn't know that he had a mysterious death.
I didn't either.
And apparently if you read Rise of the Tomb Raider, you would know that.
Okay. Wow.
And so they're still exploring the early life of Laura there.
Okay.
So those are the number 1s for us this week. I'm sure there are some other little ones that are going to be out there, but
main ones.
But these are the main ones. Main ones.
Main
exactly.
ones. Yes.
Beyond that, some big news.
Yes.
Just broke this morning.
Yep.
You can go ahead and tell them.
Oh, okay. Well, Axel Alonso is out as editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics, and C.B. Cebulski is in. I think Axel is actually leaving Marvel, not moving up the ladder. I think he's actually exiting. So, new editor-in-chief. I don't know when it's going to start officially, but it's happening.
And it should be noted that Cebulski was the person that brought about Runaways, was one of his titles there, and he was big in bringing in a lot of new talent to Marvel in the early to mid 2000s there. So I think he was an editor that turned writer and is now looking at being editor-in-chief. So that's pretty big news.
Yeah.
First Bendis is gone, now Alonso is gone. Is this a cleaning of house of some sorts that's going on that we have not really been in? Marvel never likes to say that there is a reboot, but maybe there is a reboot that is happening in the front office.
Yeah, and honestly, they needed one.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yeah.
They've been bleeding talent lately. Their stuff has not been selling as well as it should.
DC has been getting a lot of high-profile artists on board, and really promoting that they have these
ever since
talent.
The artists don't sell books,
right?
Comment,
and they have been telling classic superhero stories while infusing it with certain things like diversity, but not making that the topic of what the story is.
Not making it the focus. It shouldn't be. It should be just flow.
It's something that hopefully we're going to see Cebulski bring to the table there.
It's exciting to see what's going to happen.
Along those lines, with everything that has come out with the ongoing titles and some of these one-shots, that's going to bring us to our question of the week. That is, with your Thanksgiving dinner, do you prefer the canned cranberry or the real, homemade cranberry?
I like a choice. I like both.
I love the can. No, how would you rate, grade Marvel's Legacy so far?
Yeah.
We'll give it an A to F there. How would you rate it? We're not going to give it a rating because we don't want to be biased with that as people who sell the books.
Right.
But we would like to hear from you. What do you think of the series so far? I read someone's review, one of our customers' review on Doctor Strange last night. So I'll be interested to hear from more of you guys what you think. That was a good question, and I think it comes at a really good time here. Are we thankful for Marvel Legacy, or are we still hoping we get a reboot?
Books, or does it matter?
Yeah, and why are some of them not being remembered?
Exactly.
We discussed that this morning.
Yeah, it's very odd the way they left some of them off of that. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the renumbering.
Yeah.
Runaways didn't get a renumbering. Mrs. Marvel didn't get one. There's lots of that. So who knows? But beyond that, guys, that's going to do it for us here at Excalibur Comics. Remember, go online to our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, to look at our new this week list, to subscribe to and when I say subscribe, on a pull list, we have new books that are coming out. You can add it to your pull list. Ask a question, add a pull list. You can do a variety of things on our website. Go to our Facebook page where you can do much of the same thing. And just in the video below here, comment on books that are coming out this week that you're looking forward to. They're number ones that are in your pull list, in your stack. On the question of the week, on the big Marvel news. There's a whole lot of stuff to talk about this week.
I was just surprised this morning.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting anything.
Today's a great day. So, as well as that, like, share, thumbs up, and do subscribe. Do all the things that you do for your YouTube videos. Anything else to add, Mark? No. So that's it from us here at Excalibur Comics, and read great comics. We'll see you next week. Bye.